take it out of your body.
Right.
And that was the idea behind it. Like, you can't. And I was like, well, I'm not right wing. I'm just talking about the.
Like we always do at this time. Cookie cold, blowing your mind. Hey dummy, this no accident, all of this was designed. Took my time, cookie crack from behind. Then I opened up your blinds, rise and shine. Cold world, same used to drive around with your girl. In my mama's Civic, now I'm out here trying to get it. I ain't like you, boy, I spit it how I live it. So when you see me in the streets, man, I ain't got a mimic. Cause I ain't got an image to uphold. This real, I ain't got a gimmick, I just flowed it. The boy that set fire to the booth. In a game full of liars, it turns out that I'm the truth. Some say that rap's alive, it turns out that I'm the proof. Cause the ones y'all thought would say that they can't even tie my boots. The ones y'all thought can hang with me can't even let these words be my. I don't rhyme my. Before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul to take, my soul to take, my soul to take. My soul to take. Lord, I've been dreaming about the paper. Get rich before I see my life taper. Hope my mama get to see Jamaica before she meet her maker. I hoop but never good enough to ever be a Laker. But these words I recall got me ballin'. Jordan, more than a rapper, this a natural disaster. Boy, I'm meaner than Katrina mixed with Gina. Shut up, Cole. This is for back home, homes. What up, Bo? This is for them that played me. What up? Nah, I ain't mad, it's sad. You went from bad to real bad. Two kids that don't even know they real dad. Real sad, baby girl, I wish you still had it. Then maybe you could get a taste of living Philmatic. It's cold, still at it. Y'all be talking about the same and how I feel about it. That's why I don't respect that. You talking, cone planning funerals, you might fit the. Before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul to take. My soul to take, my soul to take, my soul to take. Hey, get on your job, little man. This ain't Saturday. We in two different lanes, you can't navigate. We in two different games, you playing patty cake. Brother, you lame. Yeah, out of shape. My mind run a mile a minute. The sky's the limit. I'm so high, I'm diving in it. My ride's just tinted. But it's just invented, the best out. Foolish pride to make you not admit it. What if this why you nodding with it? The hate in your blood can't stop your soul from vibing with it. Now you all conflicted, cause my flows is wicked. And my sticker and all of y'all picking me cause they know a star when they see a star. Ain't even got a no here. Cheer up, you saved so many, you a hero. Medal of Honor, I'm feeling on top like Pac when he with Madonna. Hey, this is before dishonor. Get arrested and forget to tell my mama. She got enough to stress about my gon' get me out. No criminal record, but I'm making criminal records. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it iconic? Jacket so expensive you wouldn't even try on it. But it fit me perfect, I purchase it if I want it. The city on my shoulders, so no girl, you can't cry on it. When you make your list of the greatest, hate, am I on it? Maybe not yet, but I got the clock set. It goes tick, tock, game on lock. Sun gon' shine, the rain won't stop, oh no. If I should die before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul to take, my soul to take, my soul to take.
It's the 2K Game Show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. It's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over. All right, guys, topic of the day. There was a stat that came out that was really interesting. Until last season, every NBA Finals in the last 15 years included either Duncan, Kobe, or Wade. Kenny, do you think Wade's impact on the NBA has gone underrated?
I think it has. I would say that I can't name 3 two guards in the history of the game that have a better career than him. I don't think I can name more than 3. Jerry West, Michael Jordan. That's about it. I'm not sure.
You know, above all else, Wade has won titles.
Kobe.
He's done it in a number of roles with a number of rosters. He's a unique player, and over the last decade and a half, I have to agree with you, Kenny.
But those are the 3.
Yeah,
Kobe,
I agree with you.
Kobe, Jordan, and West. Everyone else can't say they had a better career. Maybe it's equal, but not better.
That's a good one to consider, good one to chew on. Time now for tip-off. We send it over to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Wizards in Washington.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a...
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, Paul George is out there with LaVoy Allen. Then it's George Hill, then it's Ellis, and it's Hill in at the 5 down low.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Now here's James, coming off a solid outing against Washington. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. The second chance effort. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Guys, that's just really... unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. Credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
And here is Ellis, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Allen, a screen on Wade, off the pick, and Hill throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Ellis kicks to Hill. Up and in on the layup. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
White block shot was shot by LeBron. No good. The Pacers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. George with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Shoots it. They get it back. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 6.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
George against Thompson. And a wide open look here for Ellis. No good on the 3. Cavaliers trailing, pushing it up. And James with the basket on the assist by Mozgov.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job. Out there, Greg, recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
That shot wide open. George has got his second bucket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And they double up James. To the inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball, and it's good. Irving's got 8 points.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
It's Allen on the wing. This is it to Hill. Indiana moving the ball over. Hill sets the screen for Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's George again missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammates there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Mozgov after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Mozgov's shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And George gets it to go.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking it down.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Frank Bobo. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about. And he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Thank you, Doris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Look, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. Wade's got 5 points so far.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams. Showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Here's Irving following the score by Indiana. Down low. Here's LeBron. No up. Excellent D there from George.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
J.R. Smith checked in for the Cavaliers. Allen comes in for Irving.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
The high percentage shots are what they're able to get. That's just not going to. They've got to figure it out.
Indiana trailing here. Hill kicks to Ellis. Outside, George. It's tipped. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Hill and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
James outside. Now Allen. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. Back to James. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Wade from outside, and the shot is good. Wade's got 8.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
George, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nice shot by Smith.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here is Hill. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Took by James.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
Hill, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
LeBron outside. In the corner, Smith with it. LeBron against Hill. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Lavoy Allen. Solomon Hill is checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Ellis. Stuckey with it. He's picked up by James. Turner with the screen for Olynyk. Out to Stuckey. Now the pass to Hill. They set the pick. Here's Turner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 8th assist here tonight.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Pass to Stuckey. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Rodney Stuckey. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Pacers trail by 11. Here's Turner. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Turner's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Indiana's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's LeBron. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Hill with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Hill. Hill's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Allen outside. It's taken away by Stuckey. And he's got to get whistled for that foul. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's Hill penetrating. And the basket by Hill. And now just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Hill against him. It's stolen by Hill. Hill against Shumpert. Hill dishes to Olynyk. Outside Hill. The kick out to Hill. And there's the feed to Stuckey. Outside Hill. Beyond the arc. Free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Cavaliers on top. Up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Legalité pour mon peuple, s'il vous plaît, 1000 familles, 1000 pour select. Ma révolution est black, noir, check, et matière meilleure qu'hier.
We'll talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and, still to this day. It's just the competitiveness that I believe my older brother built into me when I was little.
Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit in the playoffs a season ago. It's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdowns for the Cavaliers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
LeBron is down low with Rozier. D-Lane out there with Irving, and it's Shumpert in the small forward position. That's the group with Cleveland going right now here in the second. Cavaliers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Paul George comes in for Hill, and it's Ellis in for Hill.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Paul George with the steal. Feeds it to Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Turner's got the game tied up here for the Pacers. Al Cleveland shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Here's LeBron. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Love the aggressive attitude. There's no hesitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans, but you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home. He's home. Here's Ellis following the basket by LeBron James.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that wall.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And so here's Cleveland. The Pacers making the shot. Made. Good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
Pacers trail by 4. Here's George. A 17-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the strike.
Irving, good.
And look at how quick he was to fight on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Williams is checked in for Jefferson. The Cavaliers leading by 4. The drive by LeBron. Oh, and that one, no question, fired it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Pacers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Stumpy. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so they'll shoot 2 right here.
And Ronnie Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers this season.
Indiana making some changes. Hill is checked in for Turner. And Allen subbed in for Olin. You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clark, he helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. We talked to the people around the Pacers. He was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
On the wing, Williams. James outside. Cleveland moving it around. Wade for 3. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists here tonight.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or she'll give up points.
Call here. Indiana decides to try it over. Fresh from a win against Portland.
What a luxury when you have depth. And a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserve. And make no mistake, they carry the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserve, and they got it in that one.
Now, here's George, who's got 13. On the wing, Ellis, all sorts of time. Here's Allen, and it's good.
It's a +5 advantage for this rebounding category after that.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And for Bergeau, his wild hair, frenetic style, along with him, the nickname, wild diving for loose balls, taking charges. But that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Timeout called, Cleveland. Greg, you're talking about Gershau. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mo Williams.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Oh, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he's been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, I think, correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pacers trail by 8. Ellis outside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Moscow.
Hey, getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with this size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time to tell.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on music.
Another one. DJ Khaled.